I am a knight in Her Majesty's Royal Service, and I and my fellow combatants today represent members of the Wardens of Wolvercote, mixed with the company of the Green Dragon. We are a mixed collaboration of fighters, both men and women, that have trained in multiple forms of combat. Some of us wear more armor than others. Some of us like to move a little more. So you're going to get to see a wide variety. You'll be able to see different weapons in length. You'll be able to see even a stick being used, known as a quarterstaff. Now, before we get begun, does anybody have any questions? Any real, just quick questions about what we do? Yes, sir.
Are you taking any challenges tonight?
Today we are not taking challenges. Unfortunately, the management of this esteemed festival will not allow us to do it. Something to do with insurance. I don't know what this means. I'm from the 1600s, you've got to remember. Insurance is not something that we deal with. Yes, my lord in the back. Are we taking bets? No, but we take bribes and tips, so feel free. And a couple of us are homeless. We are housebroken and we're good. Free to a good home.
I'll take you.
All right, now my lords and my ladies, I must tell you, this exhibit that you will see will feed off of your energy. The louder you are, the louder you cheer, the harder we will hit each other. It's a symbiotic relationship. So, first of all, let me hear you cheer.
Huzzah!
It's not bad, but I know the crowd last night was much louder. Can you do it? Let me really hear you cheer. That'll do. All right, now before we get started here, I just want to divide up the crowd a little bit. We're going to have two fighters facing off at all times. So I'm going to take it right down the middle here. You in the blue, you in the bluish green. I don't know, I'm a little colorblind apparently, but hit the head a lot. All right, we're going to switch it over here. You're going to be cheering for the knight or the shield maiden that's on this side. If I'm on this side, you'll be on the winning side, I assure you. Now on this side, you're going to cheer for the knight or the shield maiden on this side. That way we get an even rally. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have a little bit of a cheer off. All right, this side. This side. Are you going to take that? Oh, wow, I think they're evenly matched. They're going to give us lots of energy today. All right, now, why don't we stop talking, for me anyways. I'm going to hand the microphone over to Duke William. He's going to handle it for the first fight because I will be participating. So Derek the Shieldless will be my opponent. So let me, without further ado, while I put on my armament, hand it over to Duke William. Give him a big hip hip huzzah.
Hip hip huzzah!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Representing Oxford Renaissance Festival. Next year, 2020, it's going to be at the Dorchester Fairgrounds in September. Visit our booth for more information. We're going to be fighting with a bunch of different weapons and sword styles. So the first sword is a hand and a half. It's slightly longer than your standard war sword, or if you play D&D, long sword. This, in D&D terms, is a bastard sword. So, it's slightly longer and it's these two hands which can deliver more power. As you can tell, putting on armor is a lot longer than you see in movies, and it's a lot heavier. Each combatant is wearing about 50 pounds of steel. So when they're fighting for you, it's equivalent, for every 30 minutes they fight, it's equivalent of 3 hours of aerobic workout, wearing 75 pounds.
This is why Kim doesn't wear.
Need a lightweight dragon scale.
You just have to give them a minute. Final adjustments of the armor.
Jackety tune.
A good fitting suit of armor can mean the difference between life, death, and injury.
Hi.
From both the armor and from your opponent. Our squires are doing the final prep, aiding the knights in getting their armor on. That was the job of the squire. They would learn about the armor, the weapons, and they'd learn how to fight. Now, If you see a sword coming at your head, this is not the movies. This is real. Duck, move out of the way. If you have small swords, use them as a shield. My lords and ladies, this is as real as it's going to get. This is as close to a medieval tournament you are going to see. The blows are not choreographed. The blows are at full force. We take armor. We break swords.
And rip clothes.
Coming at you, it is very real. My lords and ladies,
Alright, here comes
welcome. Knights, are you ready? Salute Her Most Noble Majesty, Queen Elizabeth the First. Salute the one that inspires you this day. Salute your most noble opponent. And with honor, Leon!
Come on! Come on!
As you can see, they enter the field as friends. They don't like each other very much. And they leave as friends. Are you okay?
Come on!
That was incredible.
All right.
This is why you wear
Let's hear your
armor.
applause.
Why we wear armor.
This round goes to Killian. Gentlemen, are you good for another bout?
Come on!
With honor, Leon!
Come on!
We can't hear you.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Well,
His knees! Take your knees!
then Leon!
Come on, go, go, go! You guys good? Do you tap? Oh, we caught! We got caught!
It's like a car wreck.
That was an amazing fight.
He's down!
You good?
Walk away and go back to our real Well, the reason both of them did not get up because the armor locked together. It happens when you have articulated plates. Sometimes catches. But everything you saw here was actually done in medieval combat. It was frowned upon in a tournament, but in real combat, anything went. And that's it. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of warfare.
She has
is
questions.
It's brutal. It's real. It's honest. Everyone over here trying to take the other guy.
We're good.
You get some good action shots.
Yeah.
So in a tournament, it was for honor, it was for points and victory, and usually the victor got to keep the other person's equipment. So you can become very wealthy.
Question. What if the Mongolians come with no armor and little knives? Then they're screwed. And they take over half the world. What do you do then?
Well,
No armor, no nothing, no knives.
good question.
I have a question. If that were to happen back in ancient times, would the fighting stop? Or like if it was an enemy attacking and the armor locked up, what would happen then?
Okay, in a tournament, if the armor locked up and that happened, the marshals, such as myself, would break them up. There would be 4 marshals with 1 chief marshal, or earl marshal as it's called. And they would break them up, they would make sure the armor was untangled, and then they'd reset. Now in a battle, normally there'd be like 100 other people around with other sharp implements, and they would just pile on top of them and aim for the openings in the armor. So it could be very messy in the end.
Duke William, and thank you all for your energy. As you see, it is unpredictable. I wasn't sure that I was going to go down over there, but I made sure I got my weapon away from the crowd, that's for sure. All right, now we're going to switch it up to something you've seen a little bit more in the modern movie cinemas, and that is fencing. Now, both of our opponents will be using a weapon called a rapier. There's typically 2 types of weapons that are used in fencing. One is called an épée. It's basically a long, thin piece of steel used for poking. The advantage of the rapier, although it's a little bit heavier, so less maneuverable, is also very pokey, but has a sharpened blade, so it can be used to slash. In historical times, gentlemen would use a weapon like this, and it would be a gentleman's weapon to settle disputes of honor. I'm sure you've all heard of duels.
Yes.
Now, for your special entertainment, we have our shield maiden, Mistress Alice Denton, and we have Duke William. Both are quite adept at fencing, and they're going to give you their best. So give them your best with a big round of applause. Ready? Take the pitch. All right, now, please salute Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. God save the Queen. Salute the one you are honoring this day. And last but not least, respect and salute your opponent. Fighters ready? Lay on.
Come on, you can do it! Come on!
Fencing is a lot like chess. It is an intelligence match. It is not brute force like Sir Derek and I used. So they are using their eyes, their footwork, their maneuverability, trying to bait their opponent into striking so they can open an opportunity, as you just saw.
You like Andrews, that's right.
You'll notice that both of our fighters are keeping their hands in front of them. Allows them to grab their enemy's weapon. Also gives them extra balance in case they choose to move quickly. And now we have a leg lock. All right, break it up, break it up. Okay, that was actually really wonderful to see. They've been fencing one another too long. They've learned each other's maneuvers. All right, reset and ready. Lay on. Oh, wily stroke, Duke William. Very done, well done, very well done. You got one more in you? All right, we need to give Sir Derek a bit of time to catch his wind.
Come on, you can do it! Woo!
Oh, good shot. Are you okay, Duke William? You're well.
do it. Come close to me.
Continue. It's only a leg wound. I knew this crowd would get that. The suspense is killing me. What about you folks? Cheer loud, please.
Come on!
Oh, well struck. Now, I think that was a fairly even bout. I think they both had some good shots, some good maneuverability. Give them a warm round of applause. All right, now in a few moments, I'm going to pass the microphone back to Duke William. He'll take over while I resume putting back my kit. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it a little quicker than last time. No problem with the fit. And as he said, the fit is very important. Now, I just want to take a quick moment before I do that and say thank you to each and every one of you here. This is the 25th anniversary of FanExpo. And do you know why that is?
Why?
Because you have all come and given your love to this event. Without you, this does not happen. So I want you to continue coming. I want you to continue giving your support, your love, coming out in your costume, in your garb, participating. Because in 25 years from now, I want to be on this stage with you, sharing your love, sharing your energy, celebrating FanExpo 50. How's that?
Thank you very much. That was a little tiring.
That was tiring.
She's getting better every year. So the next bout, Master Killian is going to be fighting with sword and shield. So there's your standard war sword or long sword. Also called your
Beautiful.
arming sword. So combined with a shield.
There you go, there's a
it
shield
becomes
one you
quite
missed.
Effective attack and defense. Shields were very popular until about the 14th century, 15th century. And as it went on, they started putting their coats of arms or their heraldry on it. This was due to the fact that, as you can see, you can't see the knight's face. So they had to have some way of identifying the knight. So this is my personal coat of arms, but Master Killian does not have a shield here, so he's going to be borrowing my shield. And he's going to be fought with a hand and half or a great sword. Again, two different styles of sword fighting are required. The sword and shield is more of a martial art fighting stance, while the hand and half is agile, quick, and powerful. This should be entertaining for everybody. You may even see pieces of wood fly off the shield. Again, if you see part of our equipment coming at you, or one of our combatants, as we found out in the previous bout, please move out of the way. These gentlemen weigh probably close to 180 plus pounds,
Now
plus
200.
their 50 pounds of armor. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, if you see them falling towards you, do move out of the way. It'll be a very uncomfortable feeling if they do land on top of you.
Thank you, my lady.
As you can see, you cannot tell with their visors down who they are.
I can.
That is why heraldry was invented, to identify the combatant. And as you can see, that shield can be seen at the back of the room. Very easily, you can tell. That would be me on the battlefield. That would be Duke William fighting on the battlefield. Are you ready, gentlemen? Salute our most noble majesty, Queen Elizabeth I, patron of our event, the Oxford Renaissance Festival. salute the one that inspires you this day. Salute your most noble and potent.
Saluted me, yay. Alright, let's get started.
And with honor, lay on!
Woo!
Let them hear you!
Whoa! Come on!
Your favorite knights.
Come on!
The more you cheer, the harder they hit.
Woo! Come on!
As you can see, Master Killian is blocking and trying to defend with the shield while attacking simultaneously with the sword.
Come on!
And again, you watch how he's as he's fighting with a hand and a half.
Come
He's not
on!
just using one part of the sword.
Woo!
Every part of the sword.
They're even wearing steel-toe shoes. Come on!
The sword is a wonderful weapon. The blade is one of your attacks. The pommel is another one of your attacks. And then the crossguards or the quillions can be used to hook or even to back, as you can tell by some of the dents in the armor. Are you ready? With honor. Lay on.
Come on! Woo! Come
I
on!
can't hear you. They can't hear you. The helmets absorb sound.
Come on!
And with the clashing of steel, they're practically deaf in there. So the louder you cheer, the more chance. One more. Okay. Do you yield, sir? We have a yield. Victory! Let's hear for our fighters. This is not easy. Squires, remove the helmets so they can breathe and get them water. We are from the Oxford Renaissance Fair. We have a booth in the back corner of the family area. If you want photos or questions, come to the booth afterwards.
Can you breathe?
Oh yes.